Once a year, IIN gathers all of our health coaches from the area, and we go to Capitol Hill to let members of Congress and their staff know about the great work that we do. We've been doing this for a few years, and this year was one of our most successful. We started the day off with an intense workout with a few members of Congress. That congressional workout was highlighted by Pilar Gerasimo, IIN's Chief Creative Officer. Pilar was able to get 10 members of Congress to close their eyes, be mindful, meditate, and not speak for an entire few minutes, which is the first time probably ever in Washington, D.C., members of Congress gathered and did not talk. We then went to a congressional briefing where we had amazing speakers inform and educate members of Congress and their staff about the great work health coaches do. We had great speakers from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, IIN, a local chiropractor who uses health coaches in her practice, a former registered nurse who now is more impactful in people's lives as a health coach. She works in Baltimore inner city schools, working with children on reducing their stress, using mindfulness and meditation and good nutrition to make their lives more successful.
Well-being clinics that are offered around the country, and these are acupuncture, biofeedback, yoga, tai chi, massage, meditation, runs the gamut. And those, by the way, are all required to be offered at every VA facility across the country or in the community.
At the briefing, we presented Congressman Donald Payne Jr. with an award. He's been an outstanding champion of health and wellness coaches, has introduced our resolution in Congress year after year. So we wanted to make sure that he was recognized for being an outstanding supporter of our community.
Thank you for all you do. You do not know the impact that you're having on the nation's health. Continued success to you, and you always have a friend in this member of Congress. Thank you.
And because of IIN's investment in advocacy, we are now building outstanding relationships with the NFL Players Association and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Our work with the NFL Players Association and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs is showing us that some in the military and former NFL players have a challenging time adjusting to life outside of their former organizations. They grew up in a team network, they lived together in a team network, they ate together in a team network, and now they find themselves by themselves. We're working with them to empower them as health coaches so they can support each other and their community. At the briefing, Pilar spoke about her concept of healthy deviance, how in a world that's so unhealthy, to be healthy, you have to be a bit of a renegade.
When you step out of line, I call it, thinking, if this is what I'm supposed to be seeing and this is the sign that's in front of me, being willing to take one step and look at the bigger picture can be incredibly empowering. That's part of what I call healthy deviance.
We then broke out into teams, and we had some 30 meetings with members of Congress and their staff about the importance of health coaching and supporting our legislation in the United States Congress. A few years ago, when we started meeting members of Congress, they didn't know who health coaches were. Now, when we meet with them, they know who we are, what we do, and they celebrate our great work. And you should feel proud as IIN health coaches. IIN is the only health coach training program that works in Washington, D.C. to promote the profession, to promote our health coaches, and invest the time, energy, and resources into this wonderful effort. My favorite part of the day every year is when we gather in the evening time after a long day's worth of meetings to celebrate each other, enjoy camaraderie, networking, healthy food, and a few cocktails. I want to thank all of our IIN staff that came down from New York for this day and the 30-something health coaches that gathered that day from Washington, D.C. And this year, Congressman Andy Kim came by for a healthy meal and to talk to our health and wellness coaches.
I have a lot to learn from all of you, so please don't hesitate to reach out to me and my team. Thank you.
And I'd like to note that IIN and our health coaches are supported by members of Congress from all backgrounds, from both political parties. We have members that support us from Oklahoma, Florida, Ohio, California, and Texas. Thank you for watching, and remember, together we are stronger.